Hello everyone, it is me, Mr. Sneaky, with another video today, and we're going to be covering everything you're going to need to know about the NECROGIANT Behemoth raid. This is all the abilities, how it works, and the general consensus on how to finish the raid off. So, stay tuned. Hello everyone, it is me, Mr. Sneaky, your favourite content creator for Call of Dragons. Just to remind you all, I am doing the big giveaway that's going to be in the description below. Check out the video and just for all the information on how to participate and join and how it's going to work. But let's go straight into it. So this is the NECROGIANT. The way the NECROGIANT works, I'm going to give you the core principles now, and the abilities are going to come up over time, and we're going to go over the abilities, right? But the NECROGIANT raid, there's two of them. You got the NECROGIANT on the left and you got the giant on the right, and they both have different weaknesses. So the NECROGIANT has a physical weakness because he's a mage, but the giant has magical weakness because he's a physical tank. So the way you want to do this, as you can see on screen, everyone wants to be split up. So you have all your mage units on the right side focusing the giant always, and throughout the fight, no matter where they move, you want to always focus the same target throughout the fight. You might change sides, just pay attention, right? Also with this, as you'll see during some of the fight scenes, when the giants are too close, they will get a little beam, and when they have this beam connected, they basically take a massive amount of reduced damage, and it's just not good for you. So the way you want to combat this, as everyone will do when you're playing this game, is just hit your tank buttons, and then you'll go taunt left and taunt right and keep them separated, right? So these are the abilities I'm going to go over. You've got the portals of death, you've got the swirly of death, you've got the balls of death, and then you've got basically the floor is lava is death. There's four big major abilities you're gonna have to know, because the way this raid works is always random, so you never know which abilities you're gonna get. You can have the same ability 3 or 4 times in a row. It's always random, so you have to remember that, and that's the cool thing about this raid, because it's just a mage spell rolling a dice. So as you can see here, this is the first ability I'm going to go over. This is the Portals of Death. Generally, the way you're meant to do this is, as you can see, these arrows of plasma come through, and if you're in them, as you can see here, you're going to take massive damage. But if you use the Frost Barrier Ring, which is a really good artifact for this raid, you'll take no damage. Also, if you pay attention to the march in the very bottom left corner where my text is, that is also currently a safe haven. You can have about 5 or 6, 7, 8 marchers there. As you can see, nothing will hit you in this area as long as you're positioned there. So it's just a little cheesy spot. They might patch it, they might not, but that is how you get over that area. So the next ability is the Floor's Lava, or Dark Fire. As you can see at top, it lasts for so long. Basically, 2 members are marked, as you can see on screen with the red AoE, and then when they are marked, you want to be able to group up into these areas, so then you're safe. This is a really good time, as you can see on screen, to do your healing, because there's massive amounts of downtime. Really, you're not really doing much here, so you can just basically all group up, get your big heal off together, so you know you've got your healing correct, and you can save 1 healing stone for the future, okay? And that is basically the Dark Fire stage. There's nothing too much about it, just survive, just huddle together. So then once you're done, you can see here, you've got the balls of lava, or the balls of death, should I say. Basically, as you can see, there's some couple of cheese spots in this again, in the corners, and if you try and stay tight to the walls and just move a little bit left to the right, it helps. But the way this works, 4 big portals spawn, and these big portals just basically just keep pumping out these balls, and these balls, if they touch your take, you can see big masses of damage. These are all percentage health based spells, so if you want to just check how much damage these do, just check the actual wiki yourself, and it'll just give you all the numbers, or just go back and you can see it yourself. And then the final one is a very easy one. This is it's just a movement check. You can't avoid this unless you use, as you can see, the frost rings. The frost rings can avoid this as well, but you don't need to. Honestly, the way you have to do this is just position as in the middle as you can. Don't go too close to the center, because sometimes you can get clipped from the front and the back, as you can see there's some guy just did. but if you stay together in the middle, you're at basically a nice even pace, and you could just move about, and that's it. It's a pretty simple raid. So once you've got those 4 abilities, if you just go back and rewatch them and understand what's going on screen, once you understand what all 4 are doing, you will know what to do in this raid. Because here is just an example now of TA as they were finishing off their raid on the 14th. It was a really good raid to watch. They were having the ball scene here. You can see some members doing the little cheese themselves, and some of them doing their own little thing. But a lot of it is just moving and dodging the abilities and just making sure you're in the open free areas. And then once they get through this phase, you'll see them go into the DPS phase and then go into another, I think, ability phase, and then finish off the NECROGIANT. So that's everything you need to know. This is just obviously a real life experience. You can see of it being finished off with all the abilities in mind. As you can see, everything's just random. You never know what's going to happen. Just remember that. So sometimes you could get 3 portals, you could get 2 dark fires, you could get all balls. You never know, right? It's just always random. It's always been like that so far. We've had sometimes 4 of the same, and then we've been bamboozled by a really hard one straight after. So I hope you enjoy it. This is the NECROGIANT Raid Behemoth guide. Remember, there's a giveaway in motion. Just check out the link in the description below for the link to join and how to actually join with the video with all the rules and information you're going to need. Remember, this is me, Mr. Sneaky. Smash a like, comment and subscribe, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Raid Behemoth guide for the NECROGIANT, and this is TA's final little phase now on the as you can see, the creeping forward to kill this behemoth. And as you can see, basically during certain phases, as you go through, this wind gets added. It just makes it harder to move. But as long as you've got really good mobility and you've talented for it, you've got no problems, honestly. It's just all about preparation and understanding what you need to do. So I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, they're going down. They're on about 100k. It's going to all get nuked in a second because everyone's getting their skill cycles now. And it's like bang, bang, bang. Everyone's just hitting it. And there you go, done. And I hope you enjoyed it. Just purify and you've completed the whole raid.